Good morning and welcome to your Pilates session. Always get clearance from your doctor before embarking on any form of exercise, and if anything has changed since I last screened you, you do need to let me know, okay? So make sure the area that you're working in is free of obstacles, okay? And have nice loose comfortable clothing that allows ease of movement. Please have your mat and water to remain hydrated. Okay, so let's just recap on our posture. So, legs are hip width apart, nice firm plant on the floor, shoulders up, down and back, because again if the shoulders are elevated, it sort of puts the body into a slight flight motion because you're ready for action. It's like a slight tension, okay? So always make sure throughout your day that your shoulders are always relaxed and back down. You'll be amazed at the effort. Just lift your shoulders up. It's tension, isn't it? It's not nice. It's like, you know, is something going to happen? And release back down. So always start nice shoulders in alignment, lengthening through our neck. So going into transverse abdominal. So think of that belt all the way around your waist. It has 10 belt holes in it. Each belt hole is 10%. So we're going to do the extreme 100%. So pull your tummy button in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Too much, let it go. Now the brain knows mind-body connection, what the 100 feels like. Let's go into 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. Again, try and take a deep breath in. It's inhibiting, so let it go. 30%, hardly anything. We have our 100, we have our 50, we have our 30. So 10, 20, 30. We can still breathe, it's comfortable, tummy and back are working together, we can still carry on with activities, it's not inhibiting our breathing. Same with pelvic floor if we can, right up to the top floor, right up to your tummy button 100%. Again, you won't be able to maintain it, you'd probably get backache after a while. Release. 50%. And again 30. So it's always a good idea to just recap every now and then and remind ourselves on the start-up position, the foundations. So if we look down, legs are hip width apart. Now, just spread your weight out evenly. Just rock backwards and forwards, spreading out the toes. Okay? So now just get a nice firm plant. So by that you're not leaning into one heel, you're not forward and you're not back. The weight is even through the foot. Nice flex through the knee, okay? So, how are our bodies feeling? Shut your eyes, put your fingertips together just on the chest area. Deep breath in. Exhale. Do the fingers expand slightly because you're using the whole of the lung capacity. So deep breath in again. Empty the air. Feel that tummy expanding. Deep breath in. Ribs expand. Exhale. Empty in the air. Okay. So, shoulder rolls. How are the shoulders this morning? So remember, weather affects the body. It does. So damp weather does affect any aches and pains, and cold weather, reverse. So the seasons do affect how we feel sometimes, don't they? Arm swings. Exhale one way, breathe in to come back the other. Three more. So I'm feeling pretty good. Waist is a bit tight though in my back this morning. Just slightly tight on one side. Probably lifting Monty on one hip every now and then. Now, rolling down. Oh, range is rubbish today. That's my range if I'm totally truthful. Restack, so I'm not overloading. For those of you that don't know, Monty isn't my husband. He's a baby who's 8 months old, just thought I'd better add that. Shoulders up, down and back. So, standing leg works. Before we do that, prayer hands, exhale away. Breathe in to come back, exhale. Sorry, I made myself smile now, which is a good thing. A smiley face is better than a miserable face for you to have to look at. and last 2. Coming back to midline, lengthen here, take it up. Only go as far as you can, so we're just mobilising, so don't overstretch. Exhale away. Hands at the base of the spine, squeeze the shoulders, look down. Okay, standing leg, unravelling, rebalancing, strengthening. If you need the wall, that's fine. If you need a chair, I know you will have it near to you. Okay, so supporting knee bends. On our out breath, 1. Breathing in to come back. Hold. Rotate. And reverse. Side. And hold. Toe on knee. So we're really challenging balance. She says, wobbling, rotate, reverse. So some days we're better at balancing, take it back, than we are other days. Coming back up, last 4, so I'm breathing out, in on return, and I still have the supporting knee slightly bent to protect the joint. I also have the core set, so shoulders up, down and back, change legs. Hold. Rotate. And reverse. Side. Hold. Toe on knee. Whoop. Did you see that? I'm just showing you how not to do it. Rotate, reverse. Rotate, reverse. Straight back. Coming up. This leg, my left leg, is the one that I had the shock absorber taken out of a while ago. So maybe I just do wobble a little bit on this leg. But it's no excuse, is it really? I think it's mindset as well. Deep breath in, exhale onto our toes. Deep breath in and lengthen down. Deep breath in. Add rotation. So the spine moves in forward flexion, hyperextension, rotation. Deep breath in again, rolling down. Now just straighten your knees. My range has improved. Back to neutral knee. Where would I be without Pilates? If you think about it, you pick a baby up, weighs a lot, exhale up onto our toes. Deep breath in, exhale. So you start pulling one side of the hip out of alignment and the shoulder, because think of the weight. If you're doing something, you've got the baby on one hip, so you start to unbalance. Then other things, straighten the knees, neutral, restack. So as we go through our week, we start to unbalance the body. So the beautiful thing about this is we are rebalancing it, okay? Obviously sometimes biomechanics comes in when it's something that, if the pelvis is out, you need biomechanics. Straighten the knees. But just daily wear and tear and mechanical manoeuvring, Pilates is amazing, as well as onto the toes. Deep breath in. Add rotation, last one. Breathing in to come back. Exhale. Arms wide, rolling down. Straighten the knees, re-step. Beautiful. Quick sip of water. And then we are going to go into our new move. So that was the box press up, but with feet flat, knees lifted. And I know how much you all loved it, so I thought rather than do it towards the end when we're fatiguing, we'll do it at the beginning when we're full of energy. Now those of you who don't want to do this, either do a standing press up against the wall or your normal box press up or your normal intermediate or full, okay? You don't have to do anything that doesn't feel right for you. So nice firm plank, shoulders up, down and back, and as tall as I can be. Deep breath in here. Exhale up onto our toes. Deep breath, lengthen. Rotate. Breathing in to come back. Exhale. Arms wide. Rolling down. Taking it forward into our 4 points. So make sure the hands are in line with the shoulders. Knees are in line with hips and they're hip width apart. Tummy is in to keep the back neutral, otherwise if your tummy relaxes, your back drops down like this. Not good. So core set, okay. Lift the knees up and head down. And that is your move. So we'll do 10. So core set for me, okay. Lifting up, 10. Walk the hands forward, lengthen. Round out full cat. Knees into that V, going into child pose, or stick with your shoulder stretch. Change neck position. Well done. Coming round to a sitting. Now, I found that quite hard this morning. Why do you think that is? Because I have done a little bit of mobility, but not a lot. So my shoulders, it wouldn't hurt them, but they found it hard because I loaded them straight away. So you wouldn't do that with total beginners that are not used to exercising. You would stand and do more against the wall, okay? So that was quite a hard one. So going into saw. And from the feedback, the reason I only did 10 was because you all said that was enough between 1 and 10, okay? So, shoulders up, down and back. For those of you that need your blocks, please get them. Again, remember, everyone's pelvises are not made to sit this way. So if this is you, work here, so you've taken the tight hipness out and you've got your range. The only thing I will ask is, shoulders back in line with hips, and remember to paddle the hand, keeping your bottom on the mat, okay? Exhale over, bottom stays on the mat, breathe in to come back, exhale over, in to come back. Seven to go. Well done. Now just lengthen, only go as far as is comfortable, elbows towards the mat. And coming back. So I'm listening to my body. Sometimes I will take the weight right down, forehead on the mat, but I don't feel as flexible this morning, so why would I overly push it? Soles of our feet together, hold mid-toe, a little bit of pressure on the inside of the knee, stretching through adductor inner thigh. Nice deep breaths. Now let's just do a little bit of mobilising, sitting comfortably, so we're still on those sit bones, shoulders up, down and back, and as tall as I can be. Exhale over. Oh, my oblique waist is a bit tight, more so the right side. But again, remember, if you're mechanically doing anything on one side, like this morning I've had Monty on my right hip while I was making a drink to make sure he's away from everything. So that's why mine's a little bit tight. And for 8 months he's a stocky little chappy. Last 4, so just unravelling, lengthening, breathing out, in on return, exhale. Last 2. Are we starting to get a little more range as we work? Now, just hold over, breathe in to come back, exhale. Now place your hands at the base of your spine, just squeeze those shoulder blades, look down. Hands in front, round out to knee to back. Coming back up. So we are the only mammals, exhale, that don't naturally stretch every time we go from standing to sitting, etc. Exhale over. So flexibility is important. And once we totally lose it, we lose it. So it's very hard to get full range back. So you do need to keep working on pliability, flexibility in our later years. We need to continue it. So, quite a hard one, this one. So we're still on our sit bone, lifting up, sitting up tall, okay? Tummy, I go 50% because I'm using my leg, so I want to work the core that little bit more. You may keep your feet on the mat. Remember with this one, you're using the core and the quad, you should feel it here, lengthening here. If you relax and lift, it will be straight in piriformis going into hip, which we do not want. So, always think about where I'm saying you should feel it. If you feel it somewhere else, step back a bit and think, okay, am I doing the same as Annette? If you're feeling it somewhere else, it's normally down to technique. Obviously, if you've got a horrendous ache somewhere this morning, listen accordingly, because that will just kick in anyway, okay? So, shoulders up, down and back, core set. Lengthen here, we're sitting up high on the sit bone. Deep breath in to prepare with my right hand. I'm watching it. I'm lengthening, just gently stretching the muscles, tendons, ligaments in these arms, promoting flexibility and a nice elongated shape for the muscle. Exhale up. Breathe in to come back. Now, again, listen to your body with core control. Try not to rock back. Lift that leg straight in the quad. Again, if it gets too much, you can put one foot over the static leg just to take a little bit of the load off. Exhale up. Core set, extend. Exhale away. Take it up. So I'm breathing out on my lift. And I'm still just remaining forward. So vertebra top of the neck is in alignment. Lengthen. Exhale over. Now just place one foot over the other knee, sit tall, exhale into your twist. Breathing in to come back. Exhale over. Changing legs. Sit tall. Deep breath in. Exhale. Breathing in to come back. So it's always nice to always re-lengthen after any contraction. So sit tall. Deep breath in with your left hand. Exhale. Breathing in to come back. Exhale. Gap between chin and chest. So listen to our body, still sitting up tall, keeping that control. How are we doing? So I can feel obviously in the quadricep, the thigh, corset lengthen, and this really boosts out the energy. So it intensifies the loading in the thigh, having to control it with the core muscle as well. So tummy and back working together. Lengthen, exhale, stretch. One foot over the other, deep breath in, twist on our out breath. Deep breath in here, twist. Well done. Coming back, just going into saw, just to check range again after loading. Have we got a bit more range? So tall as I can be. Sorry if you need to get your block again. So shoulders up, down and back. I'm as tall as I can be. Transfers, set. Exhale over. Breathe in to come back. So I feel slightly more pliable now, definitely through the hamstring, which is the back of the leg, so this really just bringing the hamstring, hips. So it's all about unravelling as well as loading. 4 more please. Last one. Again, just lengthening, only go as far as you can. Deep breath, exhale. So I don't know about you, but that's enhanced my flexion a lot. Soles and feet together. So can you imagine elbows? Never ever doing any type of lengthening work that we do here. Back into sitting again. Tall as we can be on our sit bone, ice water down our back, shoulders relaxed. Pane of glass in front, one behind. We're just going to work through the oblique again. Exhale over. Breathe in to come back. Exhale. Whose range has improved quite significantly? So we do everything mechanically for a reason in my sessions. 8 more. Remember, it's not always about doing the hardest press up and overloading. Sometimes it's about balancing it all out. All of the tendons, ligaments, muscles, realigning. And that's when sometimes biomechanics comes in with the pelvis, which affects shoulders, knees, etc., hips. Last one, please. Well done. Now this time just hold. Exhale. Deep breath in, exhale. Deep breath in, exhale. Deep breath in, lengthen. Here, round tummy into back. Coming back up. Deep breath in, round to the into back. Deep breath in, exhale. Coming up, lengthening, side. Coming back. Hands at the base of the spine, squeeze the shoulders, look down. A little bit of fluff or something on my mat, how dare it. Hands on knees, shoulders all the way up to our ears. Exhale, push down. Push those shoulders down and release. Deep breath. Exhale. Release. Now just tilt your chin down to chest. Does it feel loose, tight at the back of the neck? Now just come back up, just looking forward, eye level. Deep breath in. Exhale down again. Hold it. Deep breath in as we come back. Exhale down again. Coming back, deep breath. Exhale. Now just look to one side and tilt ear down to shoulder if there's no neck problems, otherwise don't tilt. To the middle, exhale. Coming back up, opposite side, ear down. To the middle, chin to chest. Well done. So from here we're going to go into each level of the mermaid. So level 1, 2, 3, and then I go back down to 1 because I like the finishing stretch. You are totally free to choose which one you want to do. You might want to do 4 of 4, the highest one. It is your choice. Okay, so onto my right side. So I'm making sure I've got that lovely lengthening through this leg, because if I've got it slightly bent, I won't get the full stretch. Right from foot, through oblique, up through to deltoid, right to my fingertip. Also, I need to make sure that I can bend so that I've got, when I bend my arm here, I can feel it a bit through the oblique, the waist. If I'm too close, that's more my wrist and my elbow and my shoulder. So always make sure the hand's not facing, it's facing away. Get this bit first. Always check. So that is full range, and it's a lovely lengthening stretch, okay? So in place, make sure you have corset. Exhale over. Breathe in, watching it all the time. Exhale, I go 80% when I thread with the tummy because I like the lengthening. So remember, don't put the weight all into the shoulder, through the leg and the shoulder. Exhale over. Breathe in to come back. Thread. Crossing the feet. Again, you don't have to do this. Use your hand, 2 points of contact, still keeping core. So I love this lengthening at the end again. I just think it's a really nice one to lengthen and release. 3 points, make sure again you've got your full range, core is set. Exhale over. Breathe in to come back. Thread. Again, don't just use the arm, put the weight through the leg as well. Thread. Core set. And thread. Back to base if you're working with me. Thread. Well done. Coming back into our box position. 4. Walking the hands forward, sit back, lengthen. Round out, full cat. Okay, well done. Quick drink of water and then we'll go back into the new press up move. Again, we'll aim for 10. and just see how we get on. So a few of you said we really like this one. A few of you didn't say anything, so that probably meant you didn't, but hey. So, your choice of which one you do, so we're doing 10. So hands in line with shoulders, knees in line with hips. Remember, don't drop the back, don't round out. Keep that core, which puts you into your neutral spine. Okay, feet lifted, off we go, 10. Well done. Walk the hands forward, lengthen. Round out, full cat. And release to neutral. Knees into that V. Head to one side, hands to feet. Deep breath. Changing neck position. Okay, well done. So we're going to go into our box swimming. Okay, so again, same principles apply. Hands directly in line with shoulders, knees not together because you haven't got your foundation. Hip width apart, in line with hips. The core is set, don't let the back drop. Rounding, keep the tension out of the shoulder. So lengthen, exhale into your dip, breathe in to come back. So alternating, in to come back. Okay, so go into your alignment, we'll do 10 from now. Exhale, breathe in to return. Try not to rock in the changeover. So when you change from left to right, try and keep as much stability in the hip as we can. So I've got 5 left. So last set. Well done. Walk the hands forward, weight into the pad, exhale down. Rounding out, full cat. And child pose. Now remember with child pose, it's not compulsory. If you don't like it, do the shoulder stretch. Head to one side, hands to feet. Change neck position. Curl the toes in, walk the hands back, onto our heels, and come into a standing. Quick drink. How are we doing on this, where I am, damp day? When I was feeding the birds this morning, it was so pretty, the sky was so pretty. And remember what I said yesterday about being in the moment and seeing. And I stopped for a moment and just looked and thought, this is beautiful. And I'm glad I am appreciating it instead of mindful, not mindful. Okay, nice firm plank, shoulders up, down and back. Deep breath in here. Exhale up onto my toes. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lengthen here. Add rotation. Breathe in to come back. Exhale. Arms wide. Rolling down, checking range. Each little disc is a pearl. Just ironing out any kinks, hinges, slowly, slowly. And then just visualise restacking each little disc to correct postural alignment. Cossack arms, rotate. Breathe in to come back, exhale away. So this is a lovely one for just defining that waist a little bit, working through the oblique, tummy back. Last 4. So I'm breathing out as I move away, in to come back. Now just come to centre, lengthen, up. Hands at the base of the spine, squeeze your shoulder blades, look down. Now what I want you to do is just take your stance slightly wider, okay? So about the same as me, so I've gone half a hip width again, not double, okay? Feet however you find comfortable, facing forward, slightly to the side, whatever. Now your shoulders are relaxed and back, okay? You have your core set in your normal 30%, pelvic floor 30%, transverse, which is your belt, neutral spine, shoulders relaxed. Now all we're going to do is just trace down one leg. So remember that glass, pane of glass, one in front, so you're not leaning forward or going back. So a pane of glass in front, one behind. We're going to see if we have the same range through both sides, and also it's quite good for that lengthening. So just have your hands either side of your abductor, your thigh, shoulders relaxed and back. Now on your out breath, with your right hand, trace down only as far as you can. Ooh. Breathe in to come back. So that was my full range. Exhale. Breathe in to come back. Keep working. Don't lock your knees. Just keep a slight flex through your knee. Last 4. Now, do you match, or do you feel one side is harder, easier, more limited? Last 3. Exhale down, in to come back. So I'm really working through that oblique and lengthening. Now we're just going to change it slightly. So this time, just watch me a second. Deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe in to come back. Deep breath in. Breathe in to come back. Exhale. Now I don't know about you, but this is really making my obliques work. So I'm controlling it with the tummy, but I'm really feeling it now here. Side obliques. Last 3. If it's really pulling negatively, don't go as far. So remember to keep that pane of glass, otherwise look, you can go a lot further. So keep in alignment, please. No cheating. Last 1. Now just bring your stance back to more or less hip width apart, shoulders back, transverse. Deep breath in. Exhale up onto our toes. Deep breath in. Exhale down. Lengthen here into your rotation. Breathe in to come back. Exhale. Arms wide. Rolling down. Now when you've gone as far as you can, just straighten those knees, hold deep breaths. If it hurts to straighten the knees, don't. Keep them flexed. Release to neutral, add a rotation. Breathe in to come back, rotate. Now do 2 more rotations. Breathing in to come back, exhale. Exhale, in to come back. Restack. Shoulders up, down and back, I'm as tall as I can be. Deep breath in here. Exhale onto our toes. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lengthen here. Rotate. Breathing in to come back. Exhale. Arms wide. Rolling down. Just keep neutral. Neutral knees. And restack for me. Shoulders up, down and back. Fantastic. I don't know about you because I've got a fleece on. I don't know if you have, but it keeps pulling my t-shirt that's underneath up and ravelling up the fleece. So, try not to fidget on camera, but again, I'm only human just like you. So, life is life, which I do love, and I do try and enhance life as much as I can. So we are now going into setup and plank. So, nice firm plant on the floor, shoulders up, down and back, as tall as I can be. Deep breath in here, exhale up onto our toes. Deep breath in, exhale, lengthen into rotation. Arms wide, rolling down. Each little disc is a pearl. Taking it forward into our plank. So, forehead on the mat or on your hands. Heels dropped out, make sure the glute, the bum's relaxed, and forehead on the hands. And here comes the rain. Again. Okay, 10 breaths. Well done. So level 2, make sure your elbows are in line with your shoulders, okay? Otherwise, when you go up into the, pull the core and it loads your back. So make sure elbows, shoulders in alignment. Now imagine your mat's rolling up, push it down with the heel of your hands. Now if this is hurting, turn the palms up and use your forearms, put the weight through those. It will slightly change the dynamics of the muscle, obviously it'll be more into the deltoid at the back, and into those hands. Now keep the weight here, drawing tummy, 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 pelvic floor. Nice deep breaths. Should feel it mostly tummy, slightly back. Now going into the next level, bring your elbows in so that when you come up into tabletop, tilt down, okay, and your shoulders are still in alignment. I go 60% with the core here. Deep breaths. Well done. Knees off the mat. Again, choose your level. If this is too much, put the knees back down. Should be feeling it mostly tummy. And then, full plank. Nice deep breaths. Well done. So, going into full body stretch, lovely lengthening. So we contracted and we're now lengthening. So plank swimming now, just looking down at your mat, try and keep the feet on the floor till you go into your lift. Otherwise if you lift, you're contracting into your stretch. So just looking down, exhale, lengthen, lengthen into a small lift, breathe in to come back, okay? So if you've also got one side that's stretching more because you might have a shoulder injury on one side or a tight hip, don't keep overstretching the already dominant side, match them both equally. So just looking down at our mat, off we go, exhale, in to come back. 9 to go. Full body stretch. Well done. Boomerang or base stretch. So base stretch, just only come as far as you can, keeping your feet on the mat. Boomerang, lifting the feet off, lengthening as far as we want to. Breathing in to come back. 2 more. Well done. Coming into our box, walking our hands forward, weight into the pad, exhale back. Round out, full cat. Child pose, if you don't want to do it, please don't. Do a shoulder stretch in its place. Nice deep breaths. Changing neck position. Good work. And a quick sip of whatever. I've got lemon and ginger, which has gone cold now, but it's still nice. Okie dokie, so we're going to go into, we've done a bit of an unravelling stretchy session, which I think is really called for this time of year, okay? So just to remind you and keep you mindful that you must keep lengthening. So remember, rule of thumb, never stretch a cold tendon, ligament, muscle because it will snap. So remember your blue tap scenario, warm it up first, then it's pliable. If it's cold, it will snap. Exactly the same. So we need to lengthen regularly and keep all the tendons, ligaments nice and pliable by doing Pilates and just being mindful of like standing leg before we go into any routine, even in the garden, walking, etc. Always stretch after any type of exercise like we do in the group. Okay? So, onto our backs with core control, of course. Shoulders up, down and back. I'm as tall as I can be. And I know that I'm in my nice neutral spine. So we're just going to do 5 shoulder bridge. So we're going to be mindful of, we're using tummy, back together. Try not to use the quads too much. I want to just use the centre. So deep breath in to prepare. Now on your out breath, visualise each disc right from the lower back is a pearl. So slowly controlling, stopping on the shoulders, not the neck. Exhale the arms above the head. Deep breath in. Now on your out breath, visualise each individual disc slowly tracking back down onto your mat. Only when the last disc is in place do we bring our arms down. Again, any shoulder problems, you can just work here and then just take it down again. And again, if you've had time out or you just feel you haven't got the range today, work, just strengthen the core without the arms. It's really effective. So we'll do 4 from now on our out breath. Beautiful. When you've completed, full body stretch. Visualise all the ligaments lengthening, each disc spacing, realigning. And coming back. Now just going into one leg stretch, so again keep the heel on the mat, exhale, breathe in to come back, exhale. Now again match both sides equally and visualise all the tendons, ligaments beautifully balancing, lengthening. So that this winter we're not going to pull or stretch, rip anything. So 7 from now, on our out breath, breathe in to come back. Concentrate on range. Matching both sides. Now just go into that full body stretch again. Visualise all the ligaments lengthening, each vertebra is spacing. Now extend that stretch as far as you can and release for me. So set up for base 100, knees to your left, look to your right hand. 7 arm overs, a beautiful rebalancing exercise. Don't let the arm quite touch the floor on return. Now with core control, transfer your knees, and when you're ready, repeat your 7. Okay, I went a bit over there, I got a bit lost with memory, mindset, full body stretch. Lengthen stretch, I think I did about 8 or 9, sorry about that. Knees over to one side. Feel that lovely lengthening through the waist. Transfer all the way over. Nice deep quality breaths. Onto our tummies, into boomerang or base stretch for 3. Into our box, walking the hands forward, weight into the heel of the hands, sit back, coming up, full cat, and again going into child pose if it suits, head to one side. Change neck position. Back into our box, curl the toes in, walk the hands back, onto our heels and re-stack, coming round to face the front. Nice firm plank, shoulders up, down and back. Deep breath in here. Exhale up onto our toes, deep breath in, exhale, lengthen here, rotate. Breathe in to come back, exhale. Arms wide. Look to one side, ear to shoulder. To the middle, chin to chest. And release. Opposite side, ear down. Rolling down, each little disc is a pearl. Any kinks, hinges of ease, range is improved. And restacking right back to correct posture alignment. Well done. That was more of a Pilates rebalance stretchy class, and I really hope you found some benefit from it. So well done. Just take my little book and see what the comment is today. We need to be the change we wish to see in the world. We do, don't we? Especially with reactions. We need to react to situations how we would like to be reacted to, if you get that. So basically, we need to act and learn from love instead of fear. I know I go back to that, but there's only love, there's only fear that we learn from, the two things. Do small things with great love, always. Okay, well done.